as I was managing some of my videos, I'm realizing a thread through all of them that I wouldn't use the word negative. I think I'm very real about the industry. Part of my idea for starting the channel is I wanted to give real hardcore advice, and I think I do it with a smile so it doesn't feel like I'm being tough. But if you ever hear me speak live sometimes or in a classroom or something like that, you'll know that I'm very direct in terms of my answer, and I'm very real because there's no reason to sugarcoat anything. This is, and you can see it defined in my videos, this is a very, very tough industry. It's very unforgiving. You need to be really into it and I think passionate about it in order to really want your career to be set in and around streetwear or ready-to-wear, men's ready-to-wear apparel. Because the fashion game will eat you alive if you don't know what you're doing. So I'm glad that this helps people and that has shed some light. But what I wanted to say on an actual positive note is, despite a lot of the advice that, or along with all of the advice that I do give about a startup brand, you can be the next dope brand. You can be the one that I bookmark and talk about and throw in there when people think of a dope streetwear brand. The next Hundreds, Black Scale, LRG, Diamond, Sir, Ruka, Stussy, whatever brand you love and have an affiliation for. I think amongst a lot of colleagues in the industry, I feel like 5 years is kind of like the running time for any notable brand, like 5 years of extremely good sales. And that's not a long track record when you think of business in general and the lifespan of a small business. I mean, in normal business, people talk in spans of 10 years, which is about right because it takes a couple years for you to get to the part where you typically have notoriety. So from the point when you start really seeing it and it gets on the radar of youth, you know, typically that company's been in business like 3-4 years prior to that point. It might not be the company that you're with right now. You might have partners and you guys break up and you stick with it and end up forming a new company that ends up being that brand. You can work for another brand, or you know, you might just tough it through with there's a lot of brands that have flipped their company around once they learn and make connection to mistakes that they're making, correct it, and then on top of it find ways to innovate. In review of a lot of my videos, it's usually pointing out the negative and the mistakes. And so I just want to say, obviously you're watching this channel because you have a dream and that dream can come true, but I do guarantee it won't come true the way you think it might. But you can definitely be that next new company despite everything I say, because one thing that I know is for sure is it's hard to predict anything in this industry. And number two, all my advice is objective, it's subjective. You could discount 100% if you want. These are the sharings of what my study has been to make a successful clothing company. It all kind of points out to say anything can happen. Anything can happen if you're flexible and you continue to learn from the results of everything, both positive and negative. Remember, strong offense, strong defense. Hope that helps, and I hope it puts a little bit more fire into the passion of your project or your clothing line. As always, if you have comments, links, anything to share, please drop it down below. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Peace.